It was so funny when we set up. Our cross sales were originally about 2.5. We set a goal that said we were going to hit 4. We were told by everybody we can't do that. Then what's funny was some people started doing it, and then it kind of gave the pressure to others to start doing it. And now our cross sales are actually, we have an average of 8. We have a lot of different products to sell, and they're getting it done. So we have people that are in the low teens on, I think our last winner last time had an 18 cross sales score. So again, they're breaking goals that they didn't even think were possible. And that's what's neat to watch the human spirit get excited about something that they thought was impossible. My biggest recommendation, I get reference calls for the Emmerich Group, and the thing I tell them is the management team, the CEO has to be committed. That's where it starts. It starts from the top down on this one. If you're not in it, you can't let the staff underneath you run the culture. The culture has to start at the top. Once you get the C-levels engaged, the Emmerich Group will help you. You don't have to create it from scratch. You don't have to create the wheel. They've got the processes.
By far the largest change is just the culture and the idea of setting your standards, having a commitment by everyone to live those standards, and then setting the goals, the one-page strategic planning process that the Emmerich Group has, and the think tank strategy that we're going through today. When you pull that all together and everyone knows what your goals are, what your target markets are, what your strategies are, and you communicate that week after week after week, and then celebrate when you have that success.
In May of last year, we were really flat. We went through the first 5 months of the year, and all of a sudden it felt like what we had been doing just wasn't working. Our outside sales wasn't as effective. Our inside sales has never been very strong. And so honestly, I was really frustrated. And so I turned to Roxanne and the Emmerich Group. I had attended a few of their events and was very impressed, not only with them, but the caliber of the banks that they work with. And I called several CEOs who spoke very highly of the Emmerich Group, and we decided to bring them on board. I would say 2 things would have stopped us. One was the financial investments. Obviously, it's significant. The other one was just taking the time to implement the program. We've always grown rapidly, and so it always feels like we are short on time. And so making a commitment to slow down and strategize and implement this type of program was really the biggest commitment that we needed to make as an organization. It's really changed the way that we do business. We use the Profit-Rich Sales program to go out and garner business. Now it feels like we're more in business-to-business conversations rather than just begging for everybody's business. We're focusing on the 7-step sales process where we're improving our cross-sell ratios. We did the corporate culture survey. We used the zero risk system to look at the way our people are made and what their strengths and weaknesses are. So honestly, it really pervades about every area of our organization right now. We're already seeing improvements in cross-sales, improvements in corporate culture, improvements in our sales processes, and so we've been very pleased. They have cutting-edge ideas and strategies and just ways of doing business that most banks have never even thought of, including us. And so it challenges you, it pushes you, and I really think it would make you a better bank.
What I would say to anybody considering coming to an event like this, get committed, do it. Life in days are too short. And if you're going to really be in this process of really helping serve other people, which financial services is truly about, you really got to get something where you're really putting your heart into what you do. And there's never going to be anything better for you to put your heart into what you do and give you some ideas along the way in terms of what you do than what you'll find from the Emmerich Group.